Happy Wednesday, it's February 24th. I'm Guy McPherson of GuyMcPherson.com, also known as Nature Bats Last, and I have embedded links to a couple of the papers I'm going to refer to in this science update. So if you want the full details, go on over to GuyMcPherson.com and you can read the papers yourself. The first is from phys.org, titled Unique Study of Isolated Bobcat Population Confirms Accuracy of Extinction Model. Specifically, 32 bobcats were reintroduced in 1989 onto a place called Cumberland Island. Now, this is of particular interest to me because I did my postdoctoral research on Cumberland Island, which is a national seashore and was when I was conducting postdoctoral research there in 1987, 1988. And during the time I was there, people were talking about this study that was going to involve reintroduction of bobcats. Bobcats were all wiped out, of course, with early settlement by Western European people. And so they were going to bring back the bobcats and see if they could be sustained there on this isolated island. How the bobcats got there in the first place, we don't know. Maybe it was a pregnant female that swam over. It's not that far across the Atlantic Ocean through what is now the Intercontinental Passageway. Maybe 2 miles at low tide. In any event, the phys.org paper says in 1989, reintroduced bobcats captured on the Georgia mainland were brought to Cumberland Island. Before freeing the bobcats on the island, the researchers drew blood samples from the animals and froze them. So that serves as the baseline. The DNA in those samples serves as the baseline for comparing what's going on with respect to genetic diversity now, these many years later. And what they found was over the past 30 years, the population has lost about 15% of its genetic diversity. So that's significant, especially when considered over the very long haul of species, evolution by natural selection, and extinction. The peer-reviewed paper was published in Global Ecology and Conservation in the April 2021 issue. So apparently an issue forthcoming, actually, as with many of these peer-reviewed publications, the publication date is a month or a few weeks after the paper is published. The title is Demographic Changes and Loss of Genetic Diversity in 2 Insular Populations of Bobcats. Links Rufus for the Latin or scientific name. The abstract indicates among felids worldwide, that's cats, only 6 of 38 species. 6 of 38 species have stable or increasing populations, and most felid species are threatened by anthropogenic influences. We documented changes in genetic diversity in an isolated, reintroduced population of bobcats on Cumberland Island, Georgia, USA, compared to another bobcat population in Kiowa Island, South Carolina. And that Kiowa Island population has access for bobcats from the mainland by a bridge. So there's a bridge that connects the mainland with the island, and apparently the bobcats can occasionally run across there during the night and maintain the genetic variability in that population. So it's a fascinating study. I only infrequently write or talk about the genetic aspect of conservation biology because this is a part I know relatively little about. But this is a fascinating study conducted now over 3 decades, and in a place where I actually spent some time myself. So that's kind of fun. We'll try to produce another one of these science updates in about a week. And remember, go over to GuyMcPherson.com for the skinny on the 2 papers I cited.